I'm picking up a bad habit of forgetting to vlog until the end of the day. Last night was really weird because I didn't sleep at all. Like, at all. I remember putting on like YouTube videos to try to fall asleep because I wasn't quite tired yet. So I would put on a video and it was like 20-30 minutes long, and then I remember it ending and I was like, oh, I'm still awake. So I put on another one and it was 20-30 minutes long and I was like, oh, I'm still awake. So I put on a podcast that's like an hour long, and then I don't remember hearing the middle of it, so I think I must have fallen asleep for that. So we'll round that up and say I slept for about an hour, maybe a little longer than that. And then I just remember looking at my watch, because I wear my watch to sleep, and it's saying it was 5:25. And that was after me like being asleep for a while, or like being awake for a while. Like I had my eyes like closed like this, but I was awake. And I just remember I opened my eyes and I was like, what time is it? And it said 5:25. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then from there I just kind of like, I watched TV a little bit. Like I was just trying to do anything to like fall asleep. But then I just kind of decided that I was up. So I was up. And then it was about 6:30 that I decided, you know what? Today is the day I was supposed to go for a run anyway. I wanted to go for a run early because it was going to be cooler. It really wasn't. It was about 80 degrees when I went out for the run, but we'll get to that. Today was also supposed to be the day that I start jumping rope. Yesterday I talked about the fact that I bought a jump rope. Have it here. I took it out of the packaging, and this is 9 feet long, or at least it was 9 feet long. I am short, so I had to cut it to like match my height. And the way that you have to do it is that, let's see if I can like demonstrate this with one hand, is that this white part here, maybe this one's a little looser. Yes, there it is. This white part here actually spins and it loosens. Almost there. And then the handle comes off, and there's a little ball bearing on the inside there. And then this is what that's how you adjust it. So they give you a little hex key. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this around. So there's this little hex key section here, and they give you the hex key and you loosen that, and then this ball bearing slides up and down, and you can slide it to wherever you want, and then that's going to be where the handle's going to fall. And then you just cut off the excess here, and then you can kind of see that this isn't the cleanest cut, and that's because we don't really have wire cutters in the house. I thought we did, so I went down into my dad's toolbox and I ended up finding like kitchen shears, like some, they weren't pliers, but they kind of looked like sharp pliers. I found everything but what I actually needed. I sat downstairs at the dining room table for like 40 minutes just trying to cut it off, because this is all metal on the inside here. So, and I didn't have the right tools to like cut through the metal, so I had to like figure out how to get through it, and I really couldn't, and it took a long time, but I finally got it done. It's actually cut a little too long. Like I could probably stand to have this like maybe down here. I could, goodness, you know, this has been something that I've noticed since I've been doing this every day, is the fact that like I've been vlogging on the G7X as like the main vlog camera. The autofocus on it isn't great. Like when I have to put something up in the frame like this, I would prefer if the camera just kind of figured out that I wanted this in frame, and it doesn't. When I was in Barbados, I used this camera, which is the ZVE10, and it was a lot better at knowing that I want the thing that's closest in the frame to be in frame, rather than just kind of whatever it feels like putting in frame at the time. Anyway, I digress. So I didn't have proper wire cutter, so this isn't the cleanest cut, but I guess it didn't matter because it just had to go right back into the handle anyway. So once I screwed it up, it didn't make much of a difference. Anyway, I went outside about 7:30. So about 30 minutes later than what I really wanted to go out there. But it was about 80 degrees, but it felt like way more because the humidity was crazy, even though the sun was barely up. I ran my mile. I did it in about, it was under 10 minutes. I did it, I think, in like 9.5, something like that, like 9.5. And then I said, all right, time to jump rope. 20 minutes of jump roping. Jump roping seems easier on paper than it is in real life, because it was very difficult, and it didn't help the fact that I was already like sweaty from the run. So I was maybe 3 to 5 minutes into it before I was like, I can't keep doing this. I would do a couple skips, and then I'd have to like stop, and then I'd do a couple more skips, and then I'd have to stop. It was very difficult, and I did not make it through the whole thing, but I'm gonna keep at it. I was considering maybe, like, instead of doing running and jump roping, maybe just do running or jump roping, or maybe do them at different points in the day. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Point is that I actually did do it, and I plan to continue doing it, because eventually I will get better, but like for right now, that was stressful. Anyway, that's what this morning looked like. Even right now, it's pretty late, and I'm probably going to stay for a little longer, but I do feel more tired now than I did last night, so I'm hoping that's a good sign that I'll actually be able to catch some sleep. The majority of the day, I felt like stomach achy, and like my throat has still been hurting very minorly, so I don't know if I'm getting sick. I really hope not, but I don't know if I'm getting sick or what. I might take some medicine just to try to like take care of that, but we'll see. This video is getting longer than I wanted it to be, and again, I told myself that I was going to talk about the vlog and the timing and all that stuff. I was going to talk about it 2 days ago, and then I said I was going to talk about it tonight, but I think I'm just going to talk about it tomorrow. Because I kind of, talking about this morning was enough of a saga for today, because all we learned was jump roping is hard. But that's fine, we'll get better. So tomorrow we will talk about the actual vlog timing. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here tomorrow for something. Good night.